in this lesson I'm going to show you how to use hyperlinks. And hyperlinks can be really handy if you want to jump around between slides really quickly or visit an internet link that might not necessarily be in the slideshow. So to make a hyperlink, all you have to do is select an object and then right click and say hyperlink. Okay, but we're not going to do this right now. We're going to first make some more slides just to show you how this can be useful. So if we just highlight these three, right click and say copy or press Control C, and then click down here at the bottom, press paste, paste, paste. So you should have like quite a lot of slides, 14 slides. Okay, so now you'll notice that there's a whole bunch of slides that look the same. So go to slide number 6 and call it tree 6, go to 7, call it tree 7, and so on and so forth until you get to the end. Tree 8, tree 9, tree 10, tree 11, 12, and 13. Okay, so you've got quite a few slides now, and so if you're just say you're in, if you press F5 and start your presentation, you've got quite a few slides to get through, and just say you want to jump quickly to the end. It's going to take you a while to click through them all. Okay, you could right click and say go to slide, but that's also a little bit annoying because you have to use all these drop downs. So what we're going to do is create hyperlinks, and so to do that we're going to add a few shapes because shapes always look nice as buttons. So I'm going to make a little arrow so it sort of shows that it's a jump to option. Make a little arrow here, and I'm going to say, I'm going to call this one video. So this will jump straight to the video. Okay. Now we'll make these just so it keeps in line with the theme here. Let's change this field to sort of this green color, and we'll change this font, make it bold. There we go. All right, so there's our shape, but it's not a link yet. If we right click on our shape now and say hyperlink, it comes up with this little box. So we can hyperlink this to anything. It can be a folder that we have on our computer. It can be a file. So if I hyperlink to another PowerPoint presentation, it would open that presentation. But we want to do place in this document. Okay, now this will jump to any of the slides in my document. So let's go to the video slide because we know that's the one, and it comes up with a little thumbnail. Press OK, and now this will jump me there. Now there's no point being able to jump there and not being able to jump back, because just say we want to go back from here, we need to have a little back button. So if we go up here, copy this arrow, go down here and paste the arrow again, we can then rotate it by grabbing the corner and pulling it to the other side. We now have another arrow, and change this from video to back. Okay, now that we have the back button, we then change the hyperlink, edit hyperlink, and instead of taking us to video, we're going to take it back to slide number 1, okay, which is our index page. Press OK, and now we've got a little hyperlink that takes us back to our first page. Okay, we can also copy that and paste it, make another link, and this will take us to maybe slide number 10. So we'll call it slide 10, and right click, edit hyperlink, and we'll scroll down and it will take us to trees number 10. So it should really say trees number 10, not slide, trees 10. Okay, and also because we want to add a return hyperlink, copy the original, so this back one here, press Control C, scroll down to number 10 and press Control V, and that'll give us a return. So now let's test our hyperlinks by pressing F5. Let's go to the video. Takes us straight to the video. Okay, I'm just going to turn off my sound so that you guys don't constantly hear music every time I go to the first frame. So go back, and then go to trees 10. That should take us straight back to slide number 10. Okay, so you can see hyperlinks are quite handy, and they'll be very useful. Now one more thing I'm going to do is I'm going to link this to YouTube. okay, because that's what a lot of people will do. So I'm going to insert another, actually I'm just going to use a text box to do that. So let's change this power of trees into a YouTube video. Okay, so power of trees, the power of trees, and we'll just have a little thing here that says click me so people know it's a link. And we'll bolden it. There we go. Alright, now we're going to turn this into a link. Okay, so if we highlight that whole bit of text there, right click it, say hyperlink, we can then hyperlink it to a website. So if we click here to this existing file or website, we just type in here http and then type in youtube.com, and that will link us to YouTube. So if we press OK, we now have a hyperlink, and you can tell it's a hyperlink because it's been underlined. Okay, you can still change the color if you don't like it being yellow. You can change the color to something else. Except it won't let you because it's a hyperlink, so he's stuck with it. Press F5 again. And you'll notice when we finally get there, YouTube loads. And there we go, we've got a link to YouTube. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is create these 3 hyperlinks. So this one going to the video, this one going to number 10. Make a hyperlink to YouTube, and also on those slides, so the video slide, have a back button that takes you back to the first slide. Also on the trees number 10, have a back button that goes back to the index. Okay, once you've done that, file, save as. So we'll call it lesson 6 and rename this to hyperlinks, and press save, and that's done.